this video, we're doing another food truck face-off here in Los Angeles, California, the food truck capital of the USA. Is that true? Unverified, I did not research that. We've been to LA before and we've done a food truck video here before, but it was junk. Here's why. We were just starting our second channel. We didn't know what we were doing. Also, the food trucks we went to, not excellente. But today, that all changes. Los Angeles food trucks are known for food truck food from pretty much every country around the world. Do you like Mexican food? They have that. Guatemalan? They have that. South Sudan? Still checking on that one. Let me get back to you. But probably they have that. Today, we're gonna be hitting food trucks of all kinds. And by the end of this video, we will crown one as the champion of the Los Angeles Food Truck Face-Off. Can I tell you something? The trucks don't even know they're in a food truck face-off. It's too intense. They would have too much anxiety. We couldn't tell them. Right now, we are in a food truck parking lot. Here we find our first contestant for today. Let's go take a look. Boom, our first location is right behind me, Okamoto Kitchen. Here they're serving up Japanese comfort food. When I think Japanese food, I think either curry or katsu. The katsu is a chicken or a pork cutlet that's been fried. It's thin, it's crunchy, it's delicious. But here, they've taken that cutlet and they put it inside of a sandwich. Let's go inside and see how it works. I'm inside the food truck now. I'm here with Chizuru, and she is the chef of this food truck. Chizuru, you're from Tokyo originally.
Yes.
How does Los Angeles compare to Tokyo?
The weather used to be good. It's getting hotter now.
Today we're focused on the katsu sandwich.
Yes.
Right here we have the chicken for the katsu.
And the egg wash. I'm coating chicken fillet to flour and the seasoned salt and pepper. And put in egg wash. Then panko.
Wow, this thing's gonna be crispy as heck.
Yes.
Boom. Put it in that hot oil and that's gonna hang out in there for about 2 minutes.
That's the brioche bun, very good.
She oils up the bun, puts it on the flat top, and lets it get nice and toasty. Oh, fast. And now this is the curry. It looks amazing. Did you make this curry?
Yes, I'm making everything from scratch, and it takes 3 days to make curry. And it's very hard to make.
After a few minutes, the cutlet is ready, and that thing is looking crunchy. So now we're ready for the assembly.
Step 1, put the mayo.
She piles on some pickled onion onto the bun.
And some cabbage. Then katsu that I fried, dipped in the curry, but only one side to keep the crunchy.
Then she hits it with a little bit of Gouda cheese.
And dip the curry on the other side with the bun.
Oh my gosh.
That is our katsu curry sandwich.
All right, folks, we have our first course of the day right here. This is the curry katsu sandwich. The price, $9.99. Pretty good deal for a pretty epic sandwich. This is huge. I'm gonna drop the boat and good, thank you for showing that. I just want to strip it naked. This is beautifully designed. You can see the cabbage peeking out. The bread, it just gently embraces that warm, juicy cutlet full of curry. Let's go for it. If you've ever had katsu and you've ever had Japanese curry, imagine that inside a sandwich, and that's what that tastes like. Very satisfying. So crunchy. Let's talk about the curry. This isn't your otuki, the generic stuff you get off the shelf and squeeze out of a metal container. This is a nice, gentle, homemade curry. It's well suited to the sandwich. Jesus, that's a huge bee.
I'm gonna fight back.
What is that? It just flew away. I just punched a beetle in the face. Man stuff. What now? It's a good sandwich. So this is our first course from this truck, but listen, they've got more. They have a French fry dish. Now, what happens when Japanese ingredients and techniques fuse with American French fries? Let's find out. Ready for round 2?
Yes.
Let's do it.
Okay.
So round 2 today is a French fry dish. What is it called?
Okonomi Fries. Okonomi yaki is Japanese pancake. And put a lot Japanese barbecue sauce, Kewpie mayo, green onions, Bonito flakes, red ginger, and seaweed.
So it's the same toppings as that Japanese pancake, but you're putting it on French fries.
Yes.
This is how you market to Americans. It all starts with French fries going into a basket, getting dipped in hot oil. After a few minutes, the fries are coming out. Boom. Now that is our foundation.
This is Japanese barbecue sauce and the Japanese mayo.
Probably more sweet than your typical mayo. The Japanese mayo sweet?
Sour.
Sour. Oh, okay. Here we have the Bonito Flakes. Pile that on top. A little bit of seaweed here on top. And green onion and red ginger.
This is our Okonomi Fries.
Thank you. I can't wait to try it out. Boom. Food number true. True? Boom! Food number 2. These are the French fries. Well, she told you the name inside. Did you forget already? Guys, I'm not going to repeat it for you. All right? I forgot. First of all, let's talk about the price. $6.99. My God, I went to Disney a couple days ago, and this is basically free compared to Disney food. Second of all, it is beautiful. Another smart thing they're doing, skinny fries. Oh, the fries, they're on point. Very similar to a McDonald's French fry, but not as salty. There's something just sweet, smoky, and delicious about those Japanese sauces. And then it makes all the other ingredients just stick onto it, like these thin Bonito flakes. What's a Bonito flake? Bonito flakes, or Katsuobushi, are tissue paper thin fish shavings. That sounds nice. Imagine a fish in the bathroom, all lathered up, shaving. Oh, not that kind of shaving? Hold on. The point is, they're dry, they're smoky, and they do have that nice savory, kind of deep, fishy umami flavor. I love it. But what about this? This is ginger. There we go. That's a bite. Oh my God, the ginger is amazing. It's a nice, sharp, acidic, sour note to go with all this heavy, greasy food. It's so good. Oh, sorry, I stopped reviewing. I'm just eating at this point. So this is a very strong start for the day, but this is just one food truck. And this today, my friends, is a food truck face-off, an episode for which we need at least 2 trucks. Let's go to the second one now. Boom, we've come to our next food truck right here on Hollywood Boulevard. The truck is called Sizzle Stack. I am standing right here, right now on the Hollywood Walk of Fame, a place that's very iconic. Literal star shapes with names of stars in the middle. Most of the stars you've never even heard of, and they've been dead for potentially over 50 years. New topic, food. Sizzle Stack specializes in gourmet burgers and loaded French fries. How do I know? It says on the top of their truck right there. If you're tall, you can see it. On this trip right here, there are a lot of food trucks, but not a lot of food trucks doing what these guys do, including their signature pizza burger. How do they do it? We're gonna go inside and find out. Boom, I broke into the kitchen here of Sizzle Stack, and I'm with Daniel, one of the owners of the food truck? Question mark?
Yes, me and Victor are the owners. We're basically 2 childhood friends that both share love for food and cooking.
What made you want to specialize in burgers?
This menu, a lot of it is inspired through like places that we've worked before or experience that we've had in the food industry. We also specialize in Philly cheesesteaks. So we started off actually as Philly cheesesteaks and then transitioned into burgers.
Everything in California is trans now. Even going from cheesesteaks, transitioning over to burgers. That's, fantastic. Yeah. I support that.
Yeah, thank you.
Sorry, time to get serious. Today I'm here for the pizza burger. Why do people like it so much?
Why people like it so much? It's so simple, it's so easy, and it tastes so good. I'm grabbing one of the patties that we have. We make them all in-house. Throw it on the grill.
A nice big round patty hits the grill. Oh, and he brought another one. He's making it a double.
We have our nice brioche bun that we'll get a little bit of butter on.
He gives the bread a little bit of a flip. It says on the side of your truck, home of the pizza burger. Why so much emphasis on that food?
The inspiration came from actually when we do our Philly cheesesteaks. So when we were doing this burger menu, we figured, okay, why not incorporate that into our burger? And once the first time we tasted it, oh, we knew. We're like, this is gonna be our flagship burger and what's gonna bring us home. I'll come grab some provolone cheese.
So why provolone and not mozzarella?
We've been using provolone for our Philly cheesesteak, so that's kind of like the Philly into the pizza.
Burger patty's ready, he gives it a flip, and then he tops it with that provolone cheese.
I'm gonna grab the pepperoni slices. Now they're gonna hit the grill. We cook them right before they're about to crisp.
Oh wow, look at the fat pouring out from these pepperonis. It's just like a river of delicious oil coming out of this.
And the marinara, being a part of the grill.
Wow, what? The marinara goes directly onto the grill. This is madness. And we transfer that all the way over to the brioche buns.
These are looking right.
Oh, look at that. He grabs all the pepperonis. He brings that over. 3 on the bottom. He grabs a patty with provolone. Another patty on top of that one. Now the pepperonis being transferred to the top lid.
And I'm gonna add that extra flavor for you, the jalapenos.
It's getting pretty serious. He's pressing the jalapenos under this heavy steel weight. These are ready. They're heading on top of that melted provolone cheese. I mean, look at this delicious gooey mess. He puts the top on, and that is complete.
And that's how you make our pizza burger at Sizzle Stack.
All right, folks, we have our pizza burger right here, and it looks magical. 2 patties on here, and then the pepperoni is almost like bacon in the way that he's made it crispy. So for a single patty, it's $9. For the 2 patties, 13 bucks. I think a pretty good deal. Enough talking, let's just get to it. Cheers. Oh my Lord. Oh, wow. He's got a little bit of kick from the jalapeno. They say money can't buy happiness, but money can buy food, and food can make you happy, so they're wrong. The handleability, 10 out of 10. As far as combining the elements of a pizza and a burger, they have done it masterfully. We've got that sweet, salty marinara on there, the crispy pepperoni, and then gooey cheese everywhere. Look at that, it's like 13 millimeters of beef. Sorry guys, the show switched to metric. Forgot to tell you. I just want to go the extra kilometer for you guys. So I hope you appreciate it. So that is Sizzle and also Stack. They are here on Hollywood Boulevard every day, and I can see why. It's because their truck broke down. No, that's not the reason. So if you're looking for a good burger, I'm not saying this place is gonna win the face-off, but they have just won my heart with this right here. That said, we've got more to see. Let's keep moving. Boom, we've come to our next location. Right behind me, the Armenian food truck. You might be wondering, what is Armenian food? That would be food that comes from Armenia. I'm looking at the menu here. I see barbecue, I see kebabs, I see shawarma. It's reminiscent of other Middle Eastern flavors, right? But then I'm also looking at the menu and I'm seeing things like pork belly. It's something you don't often see in certain parts of the Middle East. I'm very intrigued. Here's how I know it's good already. First of all, that guy over there, black t-shirt, eating, very passionate. Secondly, grilling. They got the barbecue and a tent set up right outside the truck. Let's go see what they're cooking up. So right here, there's a few skewers over the charcoal. Pork belly? Oh, I've got a little pork belly right here. I don't want to talk about it. He keeps trying to get me to jump in and grill. I can't tell if he's friendly or if he wants me to just kind of take over his job. They just brought out some new meats right here. Chicken, pork, and then this looks like pork ribs, right? Oh my gosh, I have to get this. So let's take a look at the menu. What I like about it is that it's very meat-centric. So they have a bunch of plates you can get with protein as the centerpiece, but then they also have the wraps. I'm gonna try to narrow it down to two things, but the pork belly's looking good and the pork ribs are looking good. Hello. Could I please have one pork rib and a pork belly wrap? Nailed it. I'm very happy with that choice. All right, folks, we have just come inside the food truck. This is all impromptu. Everyone here is extremely friendly. I can't believe it. Right here, my man is gonna be making my wrap with this pork belly right here. He takes the pork belly, he puts it in the bread. This looks like lavash. He hits it with some cilantro, onions, and then the tomato sauce right here. That looks incredible. Rolls it up, crimp the edges, and that wrap is ready to go. Sir, thank you so much. Here we go, guys. We have our first food from this location. The wrap costs $15. It is full of delicious pork. This is, I mean, guys, this is over a foot of wrap right here. All right, I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh yeah, it's so satisfying. And you know, oh, is that for me too?
That's for you.
Wait.
Too. We have added 2 more plates. You can try it out.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Look how much food they brought me. So first of all, folks here, extremely kind. It's giving me vibes of when I was in Turkey, just like that natural hospitality, the type of people where the stress rolls off their back, carefree, fun-loving. I love the vibe here. Secondly, Armenia. I've not been there, but now I'm very intrigued. All right, I'm gonna try one more big bite of this. If you look at this bread, it is warm, flexible. It's a perfect bread to wrap up these hot ingredients. It's all about the bread, it's all about the meat, and it's all about the tomato. Okay, you know what? It's kind of about everything all together. This is a big winner, but we still have a second course, and that is the ribs. Let's check that out now. All right, folks, we have quite the meat display right here. This is what I ordered, and then this is what they brought me. First of all, here we have the pork fillet. Moving this way, we have the chicken tenders, and then this right here, of course, the pork ribs. First of all, they give you some more of that lavash bread. Then over here, we've got a roasted tomato. We have some more of the coriander. This is kind of like a dry cabbage salad. Then here, just a bunch of that tomato sauce. Cold, crunchy, tomatoey. There's onions in there too. We have the ribs, and then under the ribs, a load of this long grain basmati rice that they said they've cooked with oil. When it's just plain fluffy rice alone and it tastes good, you know, then everything else is also going to be very good. Right here, a nice big old piece of pork. Let's go for it. Beautifully seasoned. It's almost like it's developed a little bit of a crispy skin on the outside. I'm wondering if they braised it beforehand because it's so soft and juicy, even though he's just putting it on the harsh coals over there. That is really good. But here's what I think the move really is. I think you take some of the tomato sauce, you mix it with some rice, you mix it with some herbs, you throw in some cabbage maybe, a little bit of salad, and then that is what you throw back. Mix it with a little bit of pork. Bring it all together. Savory, fluffy basmati rice. This tomato sauce is out of this world. Then you've got crunchy salad, fresh coriander, everything together. It is a symphony of flavors. So that is what $18 will get you at the Armenian lunch truck. These guys, they knocked it out of the park and they didn't even know we were coming. Big kudos to them, but we are not finished with our food truck face-off. There is one truck remaining before we can crown a winner of all of Los Angeles and even the world. Let's move. All right, folks, we've just pulled up at our final location for today, our fourth food truck, a place known as Don Pollon. I'm told that means fresh chicken. They have chicken inside, but on the outside, my man here is grilling up some barbecue ribs, and they're also famous for their bone marrow. I'm gonna ask the grill master, Nolan, what I should get, because right now, they don't have a menu. Nolan, my man, how are you doing?
Good, thanks, and you?
I'm so happy to be here. Now, I did see a sticker on your truck. It was a giant photo of Mark Wiens, my arch nemesis.
He was here like 2 years ago.
So the big question, after this, are you gonna get a big sticker of me right on top of the Mark Wiens sticker?
Yes,
Mark, look how easy this guy caves.
Hi, Mark.
Tell me about the food we have here today.
We have the barbecue pork ribs. It's on the grill. And we have the steak and the bone marrow. And you can make your own tacos with everything.
Oh my God, this sounds so good. What do you think you're doing differently that nobody else is doing?
We do the ribs. We have 6 flavors.
We've got 6 signature flavors, yeah.
7! You make 7!
Our most popular flavor is the mango habanero. The peanut sauce is a Mexican sauce. The sweet red chili, buffalo, tamarindo habanero, and adobo. It's a Mexican sauce.
But the most popular is mango habanero. I want to try that. Lead the way, Nolan. I like he's just got a fistful of steak and he heads inside with that. Ooh, look at this man just beat down this beef. I love it. After all that pounding, he has made it into small pieces of beef. Now we're headed back out. We're gonna get the bone marrow. These are some massive bones. I mean, take a look at that. The big beef bones are ready to head inside. He's doing a bone marrow transplant right now. It's just like big buttery chunks of fatty marrow. Next step, he's got the cilantro and onion. He puts that on the side. Next up, tons of roasted vegetables, onions and peppers. Then he goes to the flat top. He brings a pile of steak. This is a ridiculous plate. More steak. My man, more steak is never a mistake.
Never.
Never. Right here, tortillas are being pressed right before my eyes, and from there, they're headed onto the flat top. He takes the tortillas. Those go on top of the bone marrow. Suddenly, also a container of guacamole has materialized and appeared on the other side of the bone.
This is Don Pollon bone marrow plate.
Beautiful. I cannot wait to try it. I'm telling you, we pulled up here. It was a storm of activity. I didn't even know what was going on. There's no menu to look at, but he took care of me. He said, "Sir, do you want the bone?" And I said, "I would like the bone." And guys, here it is. I mean, that is a big beefy bone. I think we should give some of this steak a try. He really hacked this to bits in seconds. He just took out his childhood rage. And he created something beautiful from pain. Cheers. Seasoned lightly but beautifully. It's got a nice little crust on it. Plus a mixture of little pieces of lean meat and pieces of fat too. Take a look at this tortilla. It smells so fresh. It smells of delightful heated up corn. Here's my move. First, the bone marrow. Very rich, like beef butter. But then we need some protein. Hit it with a little bit of steak. From here, we have the onions and cilantro for freshness and balance. You gotta hit it with a little bit of lime. This is the bare minimum. We're gonna give it a shot. Let's go. What an incredible combination. What an incredible combination. The bone marrow is so rich. The steak is a bit lean. When they're mixed together, it's like the perfect pairing. But then the whole thing gets a little bit heavy. So you got the onions, the cilantro, and that lime giving some fresh kick to it. On the side here, we have some guacamole. Oh, with chunks. Oh. It's amazing that you can get something that tastes this authentic and this real right here in Los Angeles. All right, Nolan, tell me how I did. I took the tortilla, I put in some bone marrow, some beef, some onion and cilantro, a little bit of lime juice. That's pretty good, right?
Yes, but some people like to just put the bone marrow on the tortilla with onion and cilantro. They want to feel the flavor for the bone, just the bone.
No steak, just bone marrow?
Yeah, some people like that.
I'm gonna try that. This is really for the purists. Oh man, it's so rich, it's gooey, it's like beef butter inside of a tortilla. Mix that with some sweet and sour citrusy lime, it's delicious. So let's talk about price. For this whole plate right here, it is $30. That's certainly not cheap, but my God, it's a whole bone. The amount of time and patience that goes into making bone marrow, it takes a lot of time to make perfection this perfect. That's what he's done here. Cheers. Oh wait, I forgot. I didn't even try the ribs. Follow Nolan into the truck. Here he's at his chopping station. Let's see it. Hacking it up, rib by rib, piece by piece. That is looking delicious. So he grabs a few ribs and he's giving me one of his 6 signature sauces. This is the mango habanero. Oh, look at that paint job. They call him the Mexican Picasso. The ribs are thoroughly coated and they head over to the plates. And that, my friends, is ready to go. All right, folks, today it is ribs for dessert. I look like I'm gonna give these ribs a colonoscopy. You know what I mean? I'm going deep. Mango habanero. It smells sweet, sour, spicy. These are some of the widest, most meaty ribs I've ever seen in my life. Oh yeah, take a look at that. Coming right off the bone. Ooh, that texture. Let's give it a shot. Cheers. Juicy. Oh man, that glaze is really tacked up on those ribs. It is sweet, it's sticky, not a ton of heat. And it's just a All the blood is in my stomach and away from my brain. It's a wonderfully fresh flavor between mango and habanero. It tastes incredible. For this right here, a plate full of 3 ribs, it is $15. What I really love about this place is they're breaking this idea that food truck food has to be cheap or has to be simple. Here they're doing big meat. They're unapologetically taking giant animal body parts and turning it into wonderful foods to feast on. This is food that can bring a whole family, nay, a whole nation together. And we need that now more than ever. Mr. Don Pollon. It's not his name, by the way. Cheers. Oh, yeah. But folks, this video is not over yet. This is a food truck face-off and there can only be one winner. Next, I'm gonna tell you which food truck was my absolute favorite from the day. It's gonna be hard, but let's get to it. Boom! Today we ate at 4 different food trucks here in LA and the greater Los Angeles area. I gotta say, when it comes to choosing one that was my favorite, there is no more difficult day than today. Everybody was so amazing, the hospitality was through the roof, and the food was fantastic. But if I had to pick one for now, I would say Don Pollon. What's remarkable is that this is my 4th meal of the day and I loved it. And I wanted to keep eating and eating and eating, except for I'm going to Spago tonight and someone else is paying for it. So I need to save some room in my stomach. You know Spago, anybody? It's very fancy. Anyways, the taco plate with the bone marrow and with the beef, when you put it all together, all the ingredients sang in an amazing choir harmony together. It was like a bunch of angels doing a rap cipher. Think about how cool that would sound. So that's my choice, but I did absolutely love everybody from today. Thank you so much for watching. You let me know downstairs in the comments which food you would most want to try from this video. Otherwise, that is it for this one. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Peace. Woo. I gained 10 pounds. I gained 10 pounds today. I'm proud of it. What can I say? Body positivity.